Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Sunday, May 26th, 2019. Excuse me, with a weekend cryptocurrency market update. So currently we see Bitcoin still sitting at $8,000. Our market cap is just below the $250 billion, and we are seeing a 60 billion 24 per hour trading volume. So in yesterday's video, we had talked about, cryptocurrency doesn't close, it doesn't sleep, it never shuts down. So why doesn't the news keep up with it? So when we were going through Saturday the 25th news, we were still seeing news from Friday and Thursday. So today we went and looking and searching, and we actually found some really good articles here. We'll just have a quick look at the top 50 or so, because not too much is really moving. A lot of it's still going sideways down. As we still see the altcoins, again, something we've been talking about for at least 2 months now is how the altcoins continually get pushed. Certain groups of altcoins for maybe a week or so, and then they get dumped, sold into Bitcoin. Then Bitcoin gets sold. Somebody makes a lot of profit and rebuilds their stacks. So what's been going on good here? Tron's had some decent action. I mean, really hasn't moved a whole bunch, but it's had some action. That's one of the articles we'll talk about. The Bitcoin Satoshi vision is getting some love again. I don't get this personally. I mean, the entire world is sick and tired of fake Satoshi suing people because he can't prove what he says he's going to prove, but everyone still keeps putting into his money into his project. The guy's gone on national fucking TV and he couldn't even open up his own wallet. Okay? That should set off alarm bells at some point. And if you guys want to get rid of this fucking Bitcoin Satoshi Vision and other fucking douchebags like Bitcoin Cash, don't forget, he's just as much of a villain in this as the guy from Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. So you ever want to get rid of this stupid fucking news and see people stop being sued over it, get rid of it all. Take those two projects and run them down to fucking zero and get them out of this goddamn market. The fact that they've got projects that are worth in the billions and neither one of them has done fuck all except for stab the entire market in the back. I don't understand. I know you can make money off of it, but at some point, where do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I don't need to make money off of these two pieces of shit projects. I can go do it on something else. Like, come on, you guys. We're trying to get this space going here. We're not trying to keep it with grade 8 fucking childish, you stole my bubblegum shit. And that's what these two fucking still continuously do. So again, we're not going to see too much movement. We're seeing a lot of red over the 7-day as well, except for, of course, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. There's also news in with Ontology and Neo. So again, we got our articles pulled up for you guys to have a peek at. See what else is cruising along here. Everybody's still kind of going sideways. BTT's had a nice, probably good 36 to 40 hours or so. Not a whole bunch going on here. Again, still sideways down. Really nothing positive like when we had our serious alt run the other night. Where's the other one here? I was going to talk about Chainlink. So, okay, I know this is gross. Again, I don't want this to happen, but it's just, it's so trendy from the last at least 1 year. A friend of mine had asked me when the market does go down, what is there a price point I actually see it? And I can't really gauge the overall market cap where we're going to finish up right now. But as dumb as it sounds, I think the market's going to dump right here. You see where Chainlink is at $1.06? I think by the time we have our summer sell-offs and our summer sideways downs, I think when Chainlink hits about that between that 55-cent and that 60-cent mark, that'll be the bottom of the market. Don't ask me why I come up with that. I don't know how I come up with, but it used to be, I mean, it still is the way everything Bitcoin moves. But for some odd reason, I'm thinking the bottom of our market come before we start to see that sideways up again, after we see probably about 7 weeks of sideways down. That's going to start here in about a week or so or less. I still think the market will solidify when Chainlink hits 55 cents. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm going to say. All right, so let's start backwards here. We've got, and then we'll come back and refresh our page after. We are over at cryptoglobe.com. Tron Bitcoin price BitTorrent prices surge after Justin Sun announces something huge and amazing. So let's go have a peek, a look at that. Again, I don't want to read through all the articles. I'll pop them up for you guys, and you guys can go through these. I just try to find stuff that's interesting for all of us. Something huge and amazing going on. Tron and BitTorrent. But I'll share it with you after June the 1st. Fuck. Like, hey, I've always said, you know what? Binance ain't doing shit. Tron isn't doing shit. But, between Justin Sun and CZ, they are easily the two best marketing specialists in the entire cryptocurrency market. And if anybody that's been watching and following, what do we said about today's business going in 2019 going on to 2020? Doesn't matter how good your fucking project is. What matters is how you can market that project and sell it to the crowd. That's all it ever does. So, okay, that's one for you guys to come look at right over there. Really healthy article. Let's see what else we got. $1 or one Bitcoin. Which would a U.S. college student choose? That's a tough question, especially if you're in school. Them fuckers need to eat, right? Like, it's so. I don't know how. I know it's bad in the States, but it's really fucking bad in Canada for student loans. I mean, you'd be 40 years old before you pay off your fucking student loan. It is absolutely. And what's even more ridiculous is when I was a kid growing up, if you had gone to university and maintained a certain average, your student loan was wiped out. The government would pay for your fucking student loan. Then greed. The 80s come along. And that's what happened, right? Just fucking greed. But now you look at it, people are so broke. So broke. What else do we see? We'll just have them quick looks. Everything else over here is actually pretty old after that. So basic good news for the 26th was the Tron's news. The Tron's potential good news of after June the 1st potential good news. That's the crypto market. Always promises for later on. But Bitcoin Cash may have sustained $1.3 million plus double spend. Bitcoin dips below 8K again as top altcoins see a mild loss. Where is that one article I was looking for? It's the fucking Cryptopia article. But again, there's still not a whole bunch going on the weekend news. It just blows me away. There's no difference between a Saturday or Sunday in the cryptocurrency market than there is Monday to fucking Friday, people. Again, what's happening is there's so many people that are bringing that traditional system of fuckiness from Wall Street, and they're still trying to incorporate it through news and the trading systems of crypto. And you know what? Only some of it works. It will never totally work. Here's the article I was looking for. Cryptopia's lack of backup database can cost users another $2 million. Okay, so Cryptopia woes worsen over time. Again, we will let you go through and read these articles. For me, you know what? When you've been hacked and then you're coming out and telling people that you're going to be open in 2 to 3 weeks. This is way back in January. And Cryptopia will be open up in 2 to 3 weeks. Then you go read the local police articles. There's no chance this exchange will be open for at least another, a couple of months. So Cryptopia is telling people how they were going to open it back up right away in January. The cops are like, nah, I don't think so. So anyways, the biggest negative for me personally, when the Cryptopia exchange had been hacked, they were set up through a lot of the auto faucets, or faucets in general, right? So a lot of the faucets were set up for depositing and withdrawing through Cryptopia and to regain the balances. That's why in January and early February, so many faucets absolutely got punished and got shut down. All right, so over at nulltx.com, that's where we're getting this article from. What else we got? Could Bitcoin have a bull run towards the next halving? History suggests it will. You know what? That's what I've personally been talking about since fucking January of 2019, since I started doing these videos. And we started it with the Litecoin halving. Again, I was more than likely the first person all over YouTube to put that video out. Go back and check it out. Don't think anybody else did. Same thing, same time I was talking about crypto.com and their debit card that was worth less than a penny. And then 3 weeks later, it's at 12 cents, right? But anyways, the history, let's click it open. Maybe they'll pop open some charts. Anyways, after every single Bitcoin halving, the prices ramped, like just absolutely ramped right up. So History suggests that it will. There have been two previous halvings, or halvings, as some call it. The first one was November 2012, 4 years after Satoshi launched the currency. In the 1 year that followed the event, Bitcoin's price spiked by 10,000%. The second halving took place in July 2016, and this time the price took off even before the event. The next year, the currency hit $20,000 to be its all-time high price, right? So some think it will, some don't think it won't. For those who don't think it won't, you just absolutely hate cryptocurrency because you're a fucking idiot. The reason the halving as I call it, is so important is because Bitcoin is a top 30 world traded commodity. It's traded in the top 30 with oil, fucking sugar, General Electric. It's fucking massive. So when there's less of it, and people know there's less of it, it becomes more valuable. People aren't, GE is stagnant. The stock market is where it is because there's nothing to back any of it up. In Bitcoin, we've got everything to back it up. There's a huge difference. That's why I've always said June. I originally said June of 2020, but we're looking at, like I said in my other video, my birthday, May 22nd of 2020, is literally going to be the most exciting time for cryptocurrency people that understand and have been in the space. You survive another year, you're going to see the rewards, because that's when the market, like I've always called it, January 1st, 2020, hockey stick, Ginsu morning hard on charts. That's the beginning of the true bull run where we don't have to look back for another 3 years after that. That's what I call for. January 2020, and I've been saying it since January of 2019. And the funniest thing is we've talked about this before, is every time in 2017 and 2018, whenever I had posted something or talked to anybody on this planet about long-term investing into Bitcoin and crypto for the summer of 2020, y'all laughed. Y'all said you're a fucking moron, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And the other one is good luck with that. Now, as we are in the middle of 2019 and 1 year away from this pivotal point in the cryptocurrency history, now you see everybody else jumping on the fucking bandwagon. Get ready for next year. Get ready. Where I've been doing it the whole time when everyone else has been against it. Like, it's just, that's what tells you how immature the market still is, and how immature and toxic chat rooms and social media in the cryptocurrency space still are. The same people are still talking that have been wrong, and they're not going to be right. They've never been right before, so why would they be right now? Like, come on, you guys. Robinhood isn't pulling down an exit scam following DXN price collapse. Might want to come have a look at that. We'll pop that open in a sec, see if there's anything else. There was something else with Red Pulse token in here. Red Pulse token had an amazing night. We're going to have to go back and check the chart on that one. Here's the Robinhood. When's this for? Well, this is from like get the fuck out of here, 4 days ago. God. Anyways, let's give this market a refresh. We were sitting at 8,000 flat and 249.8. Come on, baby. 8,010. 249.8. So we're probably at 252. 250.2. Come on. See if we're close. And then we're going to go check out Red Pulse. Oh, I was so close. 251.3. I was off by 47. That, like I said, that's how easy. Like I said, I'm a trend specialist and a market specialist. I don't, the price of the individual coin is just something I go through. The numbers, again, that always concern me is what the actual market evaluation is really at. And again, we're still in that market where Bitcoin really still moves everything, as it should, when we're still sitting at 56.8% dominance. And, oh yeah, we wanted to check out Red Phoenix. I do believe it's PHX. I hope. Yep. It has had an amazing last couple of days. Doesn't look like much on its overall, but let's click on its 1 month. See that one? Just nasty hockey stick. 7 days. Look at it. Sweet. Nice news for the Neo network. Oh, so that's the article I didn't find for you guys. I'm so sorry. So there's another article out there that came out this morning about ontology and Neo. And like I've always said, it's like the master and the pupil, and the pupil is literally as good as the master, and the pupil, which is ontology, is ready to branch out. And there was some really good news on that. So I'm a huge fan of both products. I love that. For me, the Neo community is maybe the top community on the planet right now. Don't forget, with a lot of these places that do business on that side of the world, advertising is not their thing. They don't give a shit about fucking advertising. And a lot of people bitch about that because you see what advertising in North America does. It pumps the shit out of useless shit so dummies can get punished, right? But over on that side of the world, in the China's, Japan, the Korea, that whole area, they don't give two flying fucks about advertising. Why? Because they care about their tech. They care about their product. And a lot of the groups that I invest in, they tell you straight out, I don't care what exchange I'm on, we're not ready yet. And when our product's ready, then we'll start looking for a better exchange. And don't forget, the exchanges charge an arm and a fucking leg for a listing. It's ridiculous. But that's why a lot of these projects, you still see them hiding, they're dormant, or they're sliding back down the market because they're not advertising. Don't worry about that. Again, if you did some research and you go into look into a lot of the Asian companies right now, they have the top tech out of just about everything. Just about everything. I'm not. You got to go and look it up for yourself. That's why I've always said, when the global crisis does happen and the U.S. dollar finally gets fucking trounced, the Asian community, that area of the world, will be controlling, along with Russia, the vast majority of the crypto market. That's the way it's going to be. Plain and simple. There's nobody else in North America that's getting ready for this the way that they are right now. They know what's coming. They see it the way I've been seeing it, and we've been telling people. Or, sorry, I've been telling people forever. So ain't got much more on this Sunday. So you guys should go out there and grab your loved ones and go throw the ball around. Go hit the park. Go get some barbecuing done, and let's see what happens here over the next couple of days. So this is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.